The Boy and the King. As told in Surah Al-Buruj and the Hadith of Sahih Muslim, a long time ago in a land ruled by a powerful king, there lived a wise magician who served the king. But as the magician grew old, he said to the king, "Find me a boy I can teach before I grow too weak to serve you." So the king searched and found a clever young boy and sent him to learn from the magician. Every day the boy would go back and forth between the magician and home. But one day on his way, he heard the beautiful words of a monk who taught about Allah, the one God, not the king or idols. The boy was amazed. He began secretly visiting the monk every day. The monk told him, "Oh boy, the path of truth is hard, but it leads to Allah." The boy started to believe in Allah. Now, he was learning magic from the magician and truth from the monk. He was confused. So he went to the monk and said, "I don't know who is right, the magician or you." The monk said, "Today Allah will show you." As the boy walked, he saw a huge beast blocking the road, terrifying the people. He picked up a stone and said, "O Allah, if the monk's way is true, let this stone kill the beast." He threw the stone and the beast died on the spot. People were amazed. The boy became known as someone who could cure the sick and help the needy, not with magic, but through his belief in Allah. Even the king's own advisor, who had gone blind, heard of the boy and came to him. The boy said, "I do not heal. It is Allah who heals. If you believe in him, he will heal you." So the man believed, and Allah gave him back his sight. The advisor went to the king, who was shocked. "Who gave you your sight back?" "My Lord Allah," the man replied. The king grew furious. He tortured the advisor until he revealed the boy's secret. The boy was brought before the king, who shouted, "Have you abandoned my teachings?" But the boy stood firm. The king tried to kill the boy. He ordered his soldiers to take the boy to a mountaintop and throw him off. But when they reached the top, Allah shook the mountain and the soldiers fell. The boy returned unharmed. Then the king sent soldiers to drown him at sea, but Allah saved him again. The boy returned once more and said to the king, "You will never kill me unless you do what I say." The king asked, "What must I do?" The boy said, "Gather the people, tie me to a tree and shoot an arrow at me. But say aloud, 'In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy.'" The king agreed. He gathered the people, tied the boy, aimed the arrow and said, "In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy." He shot the arrow and the boy died. But the people who witnessed it were shaken. They cried out, "We believe in the Lord of the boy." Now the king was in despair. He tried to force the people back with fear. He dug a huge trench, filled it with fire, and said, "Throw anyone who refuses to deny Allah into the flames." But the people did not turn away. One by one, they jumped into the fire, holding on to their faith, men, women, and even a mother with her baby. As she hesitated, Allah made the baby speak. "O mother, be patient. You are on the truth." They chose Allah over fear. And so, their story was remembered by Allah in the Qur'an in Surah Al-Buruj, where He honored the people of the trench who stood for truth and faith.